G'day, Troy Smith here. Let's get this year's crop harvested safely. Now, if you're wondering why listen to me, yes, I have operated most of this farm equipment, but more importantly, I've made most of these mistakes. Many of us are lucky to have survived a lifetime in agriculture, and plenty haven't. I still remember as a 16-year-old dialing 000 for the first time for an unconscious workmate and hoping he would survive the 1 hour it took the ambulance to arrive. These accidents are almost always preventable. No matter your level of experience, doing a job safely is doing a job right. Fires at harvest time do happen, and unfortunately they can be fatal. Prevention and early detection are important for good outcomes, but sometimes we do lose machines and fields to fire. The most important message in this section is that your life and that of your workmates is far more important than any machine or property. Fires are frightening, but less so when the risk has been discussed and you have a plan for how to react. There is a long list of potential causes of fire. This video is focused on the header, but any vehicle can have trash buildup on hot components, fuel and oil leaks, failed components. Lightning can start fires, as can cigarettes. When it comes to headers, Condinin Group research has found that on average about 7% of headers start a fire each year, and of those 1 in 10 will cause significant damage to the machine or surrounding crops. Let's first look at these two important risk factors for fire: crop type and weather conditions. With some crops, the dust is much more prone to catching fire on hot components like the exhaust system. Chickpeas is the standout for increased fire risk nationally, and in the south it's lentils. While the pulse crops make fire more likely, each year there are plenty of fires in every type of crop. Phil Longmire is the Chief Bushfire Control Officer for the Esperance Shire in WA and a grain grower. In his farm fire response training, he mentions a study of 9,000 header fires in the USA that found almost half of fires occurred between 2 and 4 p.m. when temperatures peak and relative humidity is the lowest. The three main weather conditions that contribute to high fire risk are high temperatures, low relative humidity, and strong winds. There is an index that owners and managers monitor. As it gets high, you should be more vigilant for fires, and you may be asked to slow down to reduce engine load and temperature, and stop if a harvest ban is called.
We actually run the index through the afternoon, and then we'll just put it on our WhatsApp group to all our staff, is that, we're getting high, just back off a bit, take it easy. They know that the risks are higher in the afternoon.
Let's briefly discuss the main causes of machine fire and how to prevent them. The two largest causes of fire are dust and trash buildup and heat from bearing failures. A really thorough blowdown is so important with all machines for fire prevention. You may need multiple blowdowns per day in certain crop types and conditions. The heat from bearing failures causes many header fires. Bearings start getting hotter before they completely fail. So, as industry expert Ben White from Condinin Group says, regular monitoring of bearing operating temperatures is important. Early detection is really helpful, giving you more time to respond and reducing the risk of damage. Keep an eye on other machines that are working nearby. Stay tuned for any smell of smoke and check it out thoroughly. And stop every 2 to 3 hours for a walk around check of the machine, looking and smelling for hot bearings, leaks and smoke. An infrared thermometer like this is a great tool for seeing changes in bearing temperatures before they fail. So stay alert for the smell of smoke and any odd noises. Watch those other machines for smoke and keep a close eye on your machine with frequent inspections. So you've detected a fire. This should be your immediate response. To let the team know that you have a fire, a clear, calm fire call is required. Call fire, 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 your header number and your field. To allow safe exit of the cab, park the machine facing into the wind, or if the fire is forward of the cabin, rotate the machine so that the door and ladder are facing into the wind. In this example, you can see the wind direction by the smoke. You want to position the machine with the wind blowing the smoke and flames away from your exit point. Next, turn the engine off before exiting and grabbing a fire extinguisher. The instructions for using a fire extinguisher are written on them but can be summarised by PASS. Pull the pin, aim at base of fire, squeeze the handle and sweep side to side. There are two main types of fire extinguishers on farm machinery. The water type, which is red all over, and the dry chemical or powder type with the white stripe. The water type is most useful on trash fires, and the powder type is for fuel, oil and electrical fires, but also works on trash. So this is a powder type fire extinguisher. So I'll pull the pin, aim at the base of the fire, squeeze the handle and sweep the nozzle from side to side, covering the full fire. You might completely extinguish the fire, but fire extinguishers do have limitations. They're buying you time until more resources can arrive.
We used 4 extinguishers on it when it was a little fire and it wouldn't go out.
If the fire is greater than 1 metre high, abandon the machine and keep that fire extinguisher for your personal safety. Fires are scary and it can be easy to overlook your own safety in the adrenaline rush. Phil Longmire's machine fire response slide ends with, "Life is the #1 priority."
You know, you have loved ones and we want you to go back to them.
Get well clear of machines with advanced fires as the tyres start exploding and create a significant hazard. So we have a significant fire. Every farm should have an agreed fire emergency plan. Here's some main points it should contain. All machines stop harvesting immediately. The closest machine to the fire should collect the operator of the burning machine. Here, this tractor picks up the operator of the burning header before proceeding to the safe zone. This graphic shows the wind direction coming from the top of image. Do not pass in front of the fire as it can travel incredibly fast, as this demonstration shows. This is real-time footage, it is not sped up. You can see here, this person is upwind and safe, and this person is to the side and also safe. The biggest danger is downwind in the direction the fire is travelling. Do not try to pass in front of a fire. Move machinery around the rear of the fire. It's important to know before a fire occurs what role you are authorised, trained and equipped to carry out. In the Esperance Regions plan, this is shown by the 3 different colours on this checklist. Red indicates basic training, where you'll use extinguishers in the early stages of a fire where necessary, but then get to and remain at safe zones or muster points. Orange are authorised and equipped to operate the on-farm firefighting machinery, and green are members of the local fire brigade with top-level training and equipment. Phil Longmire's fire safety presentation finishes with these final thoughts. While proper maintenance and awareness can significantly reduce fire risks, it's crucial to remember that fires can still occur. Stay vigilant this harvest season, clean harvest equipment regularly, monitor weather conditions, ensure effective communication among crew members, check that firefighting equipment regularly, but remember, prioritise safety over equipment. No piece of machinery is worth risking a life. This fire safety video is a sample from our 50-minute grain harvest induction video, which covers all of the major hazards of grain harvests. From fatigue and distraction to power lines, shafts and guards, traffic and dust, stops and locks, fire and more. The video comes as an easily shareable link that can be texted or emailed to people or played in a group setting as a pre-season induction. In less than an hour, your staff, contractors and truck drivers can be taught or reminded about the major hazards at this busy time, reducing incidents and improving productivity. For more information, contact Melissa or myself or check out the website realskillsagtraining.com.au.